So this poem exists as a memorial, or maybe a memory. See, sometimes I reflect on what it means to be the model minority. Like I didn't choose to be from a family tree of Filipino descendancy. See, as an Asian American male, I'm afforded luxuries, like assumed to be brainy or scholarly, like he probably earned a higher ed college degree, or be a man of peace, a man of safety. Like he could never be rebellious or rowdy. See, just be that little old good worker bee. But when I peel back the layers of who I'm supposed to be, it's hard to see how we were key players in the American dream. It seems 2 decades of public education failed to mention an Asian American champion. But I want to see us on the television. So don't sell us a vision without Asian representation. They said, be patient. But they failed to show us how the Chinese came in groves for the gold rush. But when their toes touched, the gold dust doled up. So they chose us to be the soldiers on this new quest. And they sent us, the gentle Orientals, to connect the transcontinental. And we got paid dimes on the dollar for the pain and time they wouldn't bother. Yet they sent their wages and paychecks to their starving wives back home who ate less. And after 6 years of blood, sweat, and tears in 1869, that last track was pat down by metal spears and resounding cheers. Yet the Chinese failed to appear in any of those photos. They told us recognition was nothing they owed us. They molded us. Asian invisibility. And in the great American story, can that be the start of our tapestry? How we came to be the model minority? The year is 1943. As a Japanese man, you were forced to declare your loyalty. Reportedly, the Japanese were double agents, and those other Asians were horrid. See, it's World War II, and the world is split into factions, and the Axis were our enemies. So US Japanese citizens could never be a part of we, so we put them in prison. The reason? Y'all were a certain type of hue. You could never bleed the red, white, and blue. You came here to make an honest living. And as you're breathing on your cot, wet and damp in that internment camp, you wonder, is this life worth living? You were sitting in your living room consumed with keeping your business running. Your daughter at Harvard, the scholar, while your son, the US soldier, is working harder. But when the men barged in, you were only just a number. One of 120,000 kept in those bunkers, ripped from your houses, dying of hunger. Lightning and thunder, snow, hail, and rain couldn't penetrate the pain you were feeling. Dealing with the reality you might never see your family. And as you look eerily around the camp, there's a certain sense of familiarity. These other Asian men and women could have lost their faith in humanity. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results, but that's what we did. We turned insults into inspiration, claiming that the country might have failed us, jailed us, but we prevailed. Thus, our story keeps going, no longer towing the line. We're growing with time, knowing the kind of ability that transforms catastrophe into a beautiful embroidery on our tapestry. And it's not hard to see that we don't look like the founding fathers, but we're astounding authors rewriting our history books. Like Out of This World, Mimi Ung, Burmese American engineer, inventor of the ingenuity. First controlled aircraft in history to make a flight on another planet on our galaxy, and we're tired of these fallacies. In reality, we won't buy the lie that the sky's the limit, so buy me a ticket on that next rocket blasting through the bamboo ceiling. Or Suni Lee, the first Hmong American Olympian, gold medal champion, modeling excellence, nothing less than the balance between perseverance and resilience. See, she goes for the gold. She's a crazy, rich Asian, amazing talents, it seems. Our team flipping the narrative like an Olympic balance beam. Or Hassan Minhaj, Indian American comedian, telling our story, the obedient Asian life, or maybe our stubborn fight through a comedic median. See, we're teaching them there's beauty in our complexion. So next time he has a show in MSG, I'm fighting just for tickets in the nosebleed section. Or look at Larry Itliong, Filipino-American activist. Itliong would enlist the craziest optimists, the kind that believed we could change the world not with fists, but through kindness. He led the Delano grape strike, fighting to be paid equal wages. And from that monumental great fight, us workers were given rights to protect and save us. These are the stories of extraordinary men and women, much like you and me. Ariba Khan, Chandler Zhang, Suki Sin, and Susan Lee, just a few of many names, not ordered by importance. See, this piece serves to be a soliloquy to me. We are a vibrant part of our culture, our country. All of us have the power to leave a legacy. Not pitting you against we, no model minority, but to work together and paint a picture, a beautiful culture of unity for all humanity. Sincerely, me.